set them up, open them up, and then we'll just kind of josh them around. Okay.
Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. It's vlog 37. Today we have the 2026 Kawasaki KX250 behind us. I'm not sure what's been updated. If anything's been updated on the bike, we'll find out soon. We're gonna have Sean Lepanovich over here, master test rider. Everyone thinks he's from Guam, from Hawaii, but actually he's from Guam. Two different islands, a little bit of a issue there between him and Brian Medeiros on which island's better. We won't get into that though, that's up to them. But yeah, we're gonna test this bike. Sean's gonna ride it, probably Mark Tilley, maybe even Ron Lawson, the editor of Dirtbike, get a bunch of feedback and then give you a little bit in this video and then more in our full-on test video and on the website. Alright, it's testing time. We got Lepanovich in the saddle. What's with the helmet strap? It's a little loosey-goosey, or what's the deal? You look like a vet guy.
Right?
You look like a vet rider, dude.
I am a vet rider.
What do we got, Sean? Did you set the sag for you?
Set the sag.
What's
Handlebars
the sag
are good. 105.
105? Bars are good?
Bars are fine.
Which position? Oh, you're in the back position? You rolling back? Did you do anything with the foot pegs?
Nothing with the foot pegs. I just raised the back brake pedal up a little bit.
What size boot you got? Size 6? Steven Tokarski, Vital MX. Stevie, I think you guys should have a race. Former pros, full battle royale, 5 laps.
5 laps too much.
Believe it or not,
2 lap sprint.
Steven Tokarski also went to MTF, so we have MTF versus MTF.
You went to MTF? Yeah.
He lived there though. You were just a kind of.
I was a stowaway for a couple months.
I lived at Sean Lepanovich's RV.
What year? 2012, summer 2012 with Paulie Coates. I was already gone. I was in Brazil then. With Paulie Coates. Beat me. He's fast.
He is.
I'm slow.
Are you all right? Alright, 2026 KX250 in front of us. You guys saw in the video, Sean Lepanovich had a little tippy over, so we had to tap him out. We brought Mad Dog Mark Tilley in. He is not the target weight for a 250, but let me tell you right now, this guy can twist the throttle all the way to there, all the way around the corner. So we're not worried that he's out there and twisting the grip and spraying rooster tails for the video. So Tilley, you rode the bike more than Sean, because Sean rode it about 13 seconds. So not changed, but tell us what you thought.
Well, and I mean, we got to give it to Sean. He crashed on a mountain bike with Jared a couple weeks ago, so he didn't really know if he could ride, and he got out here, gave it a shot. Thanks, Sean, for doing that. He did try to soldier it out, but he had to tap out. So I got to ride a dirt bike. Last year we rode this bike all brand new. We rode it with Carson Brown, and it's got different characteristics than the previous generation. We weren't expecting anything, you know, crazy this year, because realistically, the only thing they did was put a little bit of blue in the graphic. But again, this is a very adjustable motorcycle. I mean, you know, we went to the front mount on the top triple clamp, turn the bar mounts themselves around backwards, and it kind of gives you a happy medium between the front mounts and the rear mounts. I don't like it that way. It makes the bike seem too far, so we did a little bit of testing and went back. The stock is in the back position with the bar mounts turned around forward, and that felt the most comfortable to me. This bike, kind of similar to the 450, doesn't do anything spectacular, except for it does rev. Like it builds momentum and revs like crazy. So it likes to be revved. I like all the map switch stuff on the fly up here. You got traction control and multiple maps, and then you have the Rideology app, no longer having just the couplers. So it's definitely, you know, like I said, it's a fun motorcycle to ride, trying different maps, all of the stuff that they made last year with the no tool needed airbox cover and stuff like that. Like, I think this bike does need to breathe a little bit more. Kawasaki does have a bike that they've worked with Pro Circuit on that's out here today. They're coming up with packages for the dealer that have titanium exhaust system, a higher compression piston, open airbox that Pro Circuit designed with one of the plastic companies. I believe it's Polysport, or it might be Artec. So it is Artec. I think they're a team sponsor. Similar to like what KTM Husky and Gascats are doing with their open option. So that's kind of nice to get a little bit more airflow in there. And then they have a linkage. Suspension department came up with a linkage that makes it to where it kind of ramps up. It's not as harsh right off the bat. So there's that kind of stuff. You can either go to Pro Circuit to get them, I believe, or you can go to your local Cali dealer to get them.
And I do have to say, so 2 different heights, 2 different ages, 2 different riding styles and abilities. Tilly is a vet pro, and I would lean less on the vet, and he's
Senior.
He's still very, very fast, still a professional rider. But anyway, my point is, what's really cool about the Kawasaki, both 450 and 250, I always thought was cool. Tilly and I, sometimes we're always going back to back. I get to ride, then he goes. We do this all day. Well, my setup and his are pretty different, even with the levers, but really even the handlebars and the foot peg. I'm 5'8", Tilly's probably 5'10", 5'11", but the fact that Tilly and I could ride the same bike and adjust handlebars where they are in position, and even the foot pegs. I didn't really do much with the foot pegs, that wasn't a thing, but Tilly and I always go back and forth on the bars. I give them a hard time about it, but I get a kick out of that, and it's cool that Kawi offers that much adjustability in a bike bone stock. Nobody else has the foot pegs and the bar combo like that.
Yeah, no, it is. It's still one of the most adjustable motorcycles on the market, and now they're just making, you know, now they got hydraulic clutch, they got ODI lock-on grips, they got, like, you know, we complained for a really long time about the grips on this bike, and last year this bike came with the ODI lock-on grips, and it might sound like something that's not very big, but when your hands don't hurt at the end of the day and you're doing this kind of stuff, I think about the only thing that they could do a little bit better is maybe give the bike a little bit more spunk when it comes to stock modes, and kind of go from there. But like I said, it's a nice solid bike. It's very stable.
And all during that, we also had the 2026 Honda CRF450 and 250 out here today at Glen Helen. So Jared was our resident Honda guy. Jared, you rode the 450 and the 250. Give us a little intel, because we actually didn't shoot this today. We're shooting it at another date, so give us a little sneak peek. What'd you think?
450 feels exactly like last year, which I like it. It's still stock. It's a little rigid feeling on we're at Glen Helen, obviously, so for the Glen Helen track, it's pretty rigid at the high speeds and stuff like that, but I was able to find a good setting on the 25 that I really like, so I'm pretty confident, you know, on the 26 being relatively, I think the only thing they changed was the sticker that says 25 to 26, so I'm pretty familiar with this bike, and it helps that I kind of know what to do right away now that I'm getting, you know, the same feedback and stuff that I was getting on the 25, but yeah, solid motorcycle. Comfortable, no complaints.
What about the 250? That's all 450 talk.
The 250 is still a little on the engine's always been a little on the, to me, I don't want to say the slower side, but it's not as exciting as some of the other engines and stuff like that. But the 250 handles really well. It doesn't feel as rigid, I think, because of it's lighter, and you know, 250 motorcycle like doesn't seem to deflect and stuff as much. But 250 is unchanged as well. Same thing, just kind of know what I would like to do to fix the things already. So I like to speed the rebound up quite a bit for Glen Helen. And
how similar is the setup on the 250? Like, how similar does it feel to the 450? Because the Cowie, ergonomic wise, it feels a lot like the 450. So I get on it right away and I feel comfortable. Are the Hondas like that as well?
Same thing, like very similar to the 450. Obviously the 450 has a lot more inertia, like engine inertia and stuff like that, which makes it feel a little more rigid than this bike does. But this still has the smooth power. The maps are, you can tell a pretty significant difference between map 1, 2, and 3. I would like a little more down low. If I bought this bike, I might would go up a tooth on the back sprocket, play around with that a little bit. But overall, very similar setup, just a little bit easier to handle on the square edges and stuff on the 250.
With all this red and green going on, all we need is a Santa Ron, and you guys will have a hell of a Christmas.
Ron said I'm getting my Christmas present early this year.
You know what you're getting yet?
I don't know yet, but I'm really excited to find out.
He said he's getting you something?
Yeah, maybe like a private photo shoot or something.
I've been doing private photo shoots with Ron since 1997. I'm not that excited about it when he says, let's go for a private photo shoot.
All right, that's it for the vlog. You saw a little bit on the 2026 Honda CRF250, just a little bit. We're gonna be testing these bikes. We'll have full test videos. Again, today was all about the Kawasaki KX250. Pretty unchanged, but you heard a little bit from Mark Tilley. There'll also be test videos on this motorcycle as well. Thanks for hanging with us and having a few laps, and we'll see you down the trail.